Yeah. Whew. Hello, welcome to Connolly Outdoors, and welcome to cold. It is minus 25. Liam and I just got to Killarney, and we are at one of the most awesome camping areas in the province. This is amazing. The view here is absolutely breathtaking, and it's amazing. It's extremely cold, so we had to sled all our stuff in. This is almost like a backcountry type of camp area, and we got to go back, get a few more things, and then we are going to very quickly set up the tent so we can get that stove set up because it is unbelievably cold. So I'll be back to you guys shortly after we start getting set up. All right, so round two of hauling in. It's about a kilometer in and out. It's a fair walk to get to the site, and unfortunately, we just have so much stuff. So I went back out while Liam cleared the spot to get the rest of our stuff. So we got it all, and we do have some extra wood and an extra propane tank in the truck if we need it. So that's just an extra. Just making sure I'm not losing anything. All right, so I'm going to get back to the campsite with this, and we're going to set up. Check this out. All right, Liam and I are just taking a quick break. Oh my goodness, this has been a really difficult setup. We didn't film much because it was so difficult. It was so cold during that setup. This is the coldest Liam and I have ever been out in, and it's really brutal. It's warming up in our tent now. It's only -4 in here now, but it's about -20 outside, and it's going to go down to close to -30. So it is very cold. So I'm going to set up my bed. I got 2 sleeping bags, one here, which I'm going to set up very soon. We're just taking a break to get a quick bite, and then after I set up and calm down a little bit, I'm going to make some dinner. All right, well, Liam and I are battling the cold here. We've got the buddy heater running in the corner. We got the stove going. It's extremely cold out. It's -22 outside, and it's about 4 degrees in here low. So it's probably about 10 degrees up here and, you know, 18, 19, 20 degrees up high. So anyways, I am going to make some dinner. So I've got Christmas dinner here that I pre-made, and all we got to do is heat up. So we've got some cranberry sauce, not that great, stuffing, turkey, potato. So I'm just going to put that on here and heat it up. We got 2 of them, 2 of the same thing. We'll just let that heat, and I'll just keep stirring it as I need to. I got a fork here. All right, so that's heating up already. That did not take long. As you can see, steam coming off this one here. It's because it's closest to the pipe, and this is where the most heat is. Wow, yeah, that is warming up fast. All right, so it's coming along. We'll be eating soon. Well, if you can see all the steam coming off there, it looks to me like they are ready, and couldn't come any sooner because we are definitely hungry. So Christmas dinner. Oh, I am ready to eat this now. I'm going to put it on here so that this was the lid that came with it. Put it on there, and let's give this a try. It's really nice and warm. Wow. Oh yeah, it's hot. That's great. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good. Heated up perfectly on the, and it didn't burn at all. So we wanted a couple of quick meals. We wanted a couple quick meals for tonight because we work so hard to get set up that it's so tiring that I'm just wiped out to actually do any complicated meal or whatever. But tonight, keeping it simple, pre-made turkey dinner. All right, well, I just came in from outside and it is unbelievably cold out there. And look at this guy. He's got hand warmers on his face. That's how cold it is here.
Yep.
It is cold. It's got to be close to minus 30 out there now. It's brutal. I was out there for just a few minutes shooting a little video and getting a few photos. I couldn't believe how cold it is out there. So to warm us up, we are warming up a few of these
Key lime pies.
Key lime pie. And we're going to eat that very shortly. We're just letting them heat up just a tiny bit because...
just a tiny tad bit.
Yeah, we don't really want them too hot or anything. All right, well, we are going to eat our pie now. Key lime pie. I just cranked up the stove. I've opened it up completely because I had the damper semi-closed earlier just to try and control the wood burn, but unfortunately I have to open it wide open because it's just too cold in here. So the damper acts as a thermostat, essentially. You know, you can control how hot or how cold it is by controlling the airflow at the front of the tent or the stove, and of course also by controlling the actual damper. You can control it. So now I've got it wide open so we can get some heat going. The wind has just picked up intensely here. It's gotten really windy and really cold. Luckily, I guy lined the stove pipe out, so it should be fine. But the wind, we can feel the wind actually blowing through this tent somewhat. Man, this is the coldest camp that Liam and I have ever done. I'm sure you can see my breath, and it's only, well, it's 0 down there, but up around my face it's probably about 10 degrees, I'm guessing, maybe 8 degrees. But I can really feel some wind going through here. Boy, the pie is nice though. The entire bottom of the tent, as you can see, is complete ice right up to and including beside my bed. And then as it comes around here, because of the stove, it starts to dissipate over here. As you can see, that white, that's ice. Whoa. That is really something. I've never seen the tent do that before. That's crazy. It was really drafty in here. So I went outside and put snow all around the snow skirt to seal the tent in a bit more because the wind has really picked up. It's super cold. And it was really drafty in here, and ice is forming all on the inside here. And we just couldn't warm up even with buddy heater on high and a stove. That's how cold it is. So I think by sealing down the bottom of the tent, the draft is going to be way less, and we're going to start warming up in here. So we're just standing literally right by the stove because it's unbearable out there, and we're just going to try and warm up a little bit. Whew. Man, that's some cold temps out there. We already notice a difference. It's nowhere near as drafty in here, nowhere near. So that was a huge thing. I don't know why we didn't think of that earlier. I think it was just because there were so many things we had to do, and it was so cold. We just wanted to get in here and get this stove going. My nose is running from being out in that cold. So there were so many things we wanted to get done quickly that we forgot to do the skirt, put snow on the skirt to seal in the tent. And then when the wind picked up and I really noticed the draft and I could see the tent like really moving, I thought, well, why is it so drafty? And then I looked down and I could see the tent flapping at the bottom. And then I realized, oh, I forgot to put snow on the snow skirt. So went outside quickly and put snow all around the whole tent. So this has made a huge difference. Now I can feel it already. Liam was just saying as well. We notice a huge difference with now the stove is definitely able to do its job because it's not a complete draft in here. So all right, now things are starting to warm up in here. Finally. All right, guys, I am going to get into this sleeping bag, these two sleeping bags. I have my red one here and of course my yellow one that I always use. There's my pad, and I'm gonna sleep in a double sleeping bag to stay warm. Stove is still roaring and it's actually hot in here right now, which is shocking. It's the first time that it's actually gotten hot in here. We do have the buddy heater going, and I put that tray on it because the fan that I had, the little fan, was just making too much noise. It was banging like crazy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the fan from the stove and I'm gonna put it on there. And hopefully that gets us through the night. I'm also gonna turn it up to high because it's at low right now. So anyways, guys, I'm hitting the sack. Hopefully nothing happens through the night, and I can just have a good sleep, and I'll see you guys in the morning.
Good morning. Wow, that was a cold night. Oh boy. Lots of smoke coming out of there. Yeah, that was a cold night. Holy moly. Wow. Just I'm making a coffee. I've been up since 3:50. Well, not up. I went back to sleep a few times, but it was so cold in there. I had to get up and start the stove at 3:50 because it was just so cold. The buddy heater just wasn't cutting it the way I had it positioned. So I'm going to try and reposition that buddy heater so that it's better, because we just weren't feeling any hot air hardly at all, and I could see my breath. And Liam woke up when I woke up at 3:50, and we were both like, "Holy moly, it's cold in here." So it was minus 32, about minus 27 right now. It's warmed up a little bit. Anyways, I'm going to take you guys down to the lake here. The lake froze overnight. No surprise at all. I mean, it's unbelievably cold. But look at that. When I showed you that lake yesterday, it was open flowing water. But this is how cold it is. Overnight, that lake froze. Jeez. What a beautiful view here, though. Wow. Well, we're really close to the lake this time around, which is really nice. It's always nice to be close to the lake. But I can't stay out here too long. It's just too darn cold. So I'm going back in the tent and make my coffee. What the heck is that? Where do those gifts come from? That's weird. I'll have to wait and maybe Liam put them out. Oh, okay. Well, we'll wait and see what Liam has to say about these gifts. That's kind of weird. Nice hot coffee. Well, my body wasn't particularly cold. It was actually quite warm inside of the sleeping bag, but my face was cold, even though I had this up, not my nose covered, but I had it like this. Plus, I could feel the cold air. You could just feel it. You know, I had these, which are still warm, in my inside of my socks. Keep me warm. I'm talking quiet because Liam's beside me. He's still sleeping. It's about 20 after 8 in the morning. Oh yeah, that's good. Nothing like a nice hot coffee. I'm just gonna make some breakfast. I got some eggs, some butter, some Italian sausage. So I'm gonna scramble up some sausage and eggs. Basically, is all I'm gonna do. Just a quick little breakfast and feed Liam shortly. All right, I'm gonna try this now. Good. That's really good. Camping breakfast. What can I say? I'm gonna eat this now. So I noticed these two gifts here earlier, Liam, when I was coming in from the tent. Do you know anything about this?
Gifts right there?
Yes.
No, I did not put those there.
You didn't put those there.
I did not put those there.
Well, who put them there? I didn't put them there.
You put them there.
You thought I put them there.
Yeah.
I did not put them there.
Well, somebody had to put them there.
Well, let's open them up and see what we got.
Merry Christmas.
Well, let's see what we got here, Liam.
Christmas camp.
Ho, ho, ho. To Liam from Santa? What? And this one says, to Connolly Outdoors from Santa. What? Open yours first, Liam. Santa apparently came here last night, Liam.
Santa got Connolly Outdoors a gift.
Wow. Let's see what Santa got baby Liam.
Ooh, Santa got Liam Connolly Outdoors a pair of pants.
Wow. Wow. Can I open them up here and let's take a look at them. Wow, they kind of look familiar to what I'm actually wearing. That's weird. Santa has excellent taste. There you go, Liam. Take a look at them.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Woo.
Size 32.
Pretty nice.
Santa knows your size and everything.
He
Wow.
knows all, Dad. Maybe he checks my size.
Who are they made by? Outdoors? Same as mine,
Some
Outdoor.
random Chinese company.
Outdoor Sports. Wow.
Cool.
Amazing.
Thanks, Connolly Outdoors.
No, thanks, Santa.
Oh, so sorry. I mean, very, very sorry. Oh my God. Thank you. Thanks, Santa.
All right, well, I'm going to open mine. Let's see what I got here. Well, looks like Santa got me a spatula set, scooper, tongs. It's all there. Wow. That's exactly what every camper needs. That's cool. Take a look at that. Wow. That's what every camper needs. Okay, don't mess around with the mic, please. You're like a lobster. Ow. That's cool. Well, thanks, Santa. Thank you very kindly, Santa. At least that's what it says. Santa Liam? Or Santa Connolly Outdoors?
Santa Liam
We don't know.
Santa Connolly Outdoors.
We don't know. Just Santa.
All right. Well, gifts have been exchanged. So
Santa's a very kind and loving
he's a kind gentleman.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Well, I managed to find a place to sit down by this lake, Lake George. Completely frozen over, as I was mentioning earlier. And I found a little place to put my coffee. Look at that. That's awesome. It is very cold out here, minus 22. The coffee's hot though. It won't be hot for long, so I'm gonna have to drink it pretty quickly. Unbelievably beautiful out here. Unbelievably cold as well. But I still enjoy sitting out here, even if it's minus 22. It's starting to snow now. We were expecting snow. So it's going to be quite the day today. A cold and snowy day. I just hope the wind doesn't pick up. Looks like we had a visit from Santa. That was a lot of fun. Okay, well, I'm trying to boil some water, but fire on the one end is not doing so great. So I thought it'd be a good time to show you my newest toy, which is a multi-use torch. That's a gun. You saw Liam use it briefly yesterday, but that was without any kind of an explanation. It was just him using it, but thought I'd show you guys this and demo it. So basically, you put a 1 pound propane tank, or you attach a propane tank to it. If I can get this off. It's frozen on there. There we go. So we just screw this in. Oop. I get it set and then I put the propane in. Okay. And then what you do is you just turn this little knob a little bit and then fire it up. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to show you how I light up this wood here, because you'll see that it's not doing so great. It literally just caught on fire. I was going to do my demo. That's okay. So I'll show you how it starts. So you turn this knob here, turn it a little bit to the right. You only turn it a little bit and then pull the trigger. It starts, and then you go like that, turning it to create more intensity. So now I'm just going to catch this on fire. And it is caught. And as you can see, it can be a pretty intense flame or a very low flame. Very strong blue flame. And so turn the knob a little bit here to the left. Pull the trigger. And it just lights up a little bit, and then as you keep turning to the left, it gets stronger and stronger. It's pretty cool. It gets unbelievably strong. It's about as high as I'm gonna go. But you can see that is really cool. And it's a great way to start campfires, the hot stove, barbecues, whatever you want to do. So anyways, I thought I would show that to you. It's Koackl, K-O-A-C-K-L, Koackl, and it's great. I got this off Amazon. I think it was 40 bucks Canadian. It's great. You guys, it's snowing out here pretty heavy. Yeah, the snow is coming down. So Liam and I are in the tent now. We're gonna have lunch shortly. We're gonna have some hot chocolate first and then some lunch. And then about, I don't know, about 40 minutes from now we'll have lunch. And just enjoying ourselves here on day 2. Alright, so Liam and I we're going to be making a meal, but just to tide us over until we cook something a little bit later, because it's I think it's around 4:30 or so.
So I'm having a spicy sausage pasta. So the water is ready. So I'm just gonna pour it in there. Stir it up. And I think you let it sit for about 12 minutes or so. 12 to 13. All right, gonna let that sit for a little bit. Take a look at that. Might have put a little bit too much water in it, but that's okay. All right, let's let that sit. All right, I'm just gonna eat it now. It's been sitting there a few more minutes and it should be good. Yeah, that's good. It is a little bit spicy. Wow. Yeah, it's spicy. It's got some kickback. It's really good though. It's been a while since I had a dehydrated meal, so I always bring them as backup just in case a meal goes bad, because that has happened before. This wasn't a backup this time because we decided this was going to be sort of a late lunch, and then I'm going to make a main meal a little bit later tonight. We're going to be going to bed early. We have a really early day tomorrow. I'm waking Liam up at 6, and then we're having breakfast and then tear down. We have to be out of here by 8 a.m. tomorrow because it's Christmas celebration. My daughters and all my grandkids are coming over, and it's a big Christmas celebration tomorrow evening. So it's a long drive for us to get home. So we want to get home, you know, by 2 in the afternoon, maybe earlier, and then get everything set for when they come over at 6. And we're hoping to be warmer tonight, that's for sure. All right, well, Liam has cut 2 loads, or I'm not sure what you call that, but a lot of wood. He's cut a lot of wood. This should get us through the night from here on in, so I'm really happy about staying warm tonight. Thanks very much, Liam.
Oh.
All right, so I just freshly loaded that stove up, so we should be good for a little while. Tonight, it's not as cold. We were just talking about how it's not quite as cold as it was yesterday. It's still cold, but I think it's around minus 10 or 11. It's not crazy, like minus 30, but we should be a little bit better tonight in terms of dealing with the cold. But I'm gonna try and keep this stove going as long as I can before I turn to the buddy heater. All right, so I am doing up some dinner now, and it's a gnocchi sausage meal that I'm doing up tonight. So I'm gonna go through everything step by step and show you guys exactly what it is that I am doing. First thing I'm gonna do is just put a little bit of butter in there. Just a little bit. Okay. And with the butter, I'm gonna put the sausage. I've got, I cut up 3 sausages, so I'm gonna put those in. So I'm gonna cook the sausage up first. right, so that'll take a little bit cooking up all that sausage. I'm actually gonna put a lid on it. All right, I'll get back to you soon once the sausage is cooked. All right, well, this sausage is almost done. And I switched pans because, as you can see, there's a lot of sausage. And it just wasn't cutting it in this particular pan. So I am going to use this pot for the other ingredients, and then I'll mix them all up at the end. Okay, so I added some tomato paste, or not tomato paste, sorry.
Diced tomatoes.
Diced tomatoes. I added some gnocchi, 4 cheese gnocchi, and some whipping cream. And once I cook that up, then I'm going to pour all that in with the sausage and continue cooking it. And we're going to have ourselves a feast. Okay, so now I'm going to combine the gnocchi and my whipped cream and everything right there. Combine that all up. This will be the last bit of the cooking. And we need to add a little basil.
Got some basil leaves.
All right, so it is done. I'm just gonna put some of this on the plate and see how it tastes. Ooh. Might as well just take that last little bit. Wow. Wow, is that ever steaming hot? Whew, that's gonna be awesome. Let's try this out. Sausage gnocchi. Let's try the gnocchi first. Nice. And the sausage. It's good. Wow, that's really nice. Well, this turned out good. And Liam likes it too, so that's great. All right, I'm gonna eat this because I'm hungry, and I'm gonna be doing a live stream soon, 8 o'clock. All right, well, I just finished a live stream, and I'm just prepping to crawl into my bed here. Part of the prep this time around, which I forgot to do last night, I'm boiling some water to put it in this. So I'm going to put that water in here for Liam, and I have that one for me. So we're going to use some hot water bottles to help us stay warm tonight, but it's nowhere, we really could have used them last night because it's nowhere near as cold. I've also moved the buddy heater, so the stove will die out, you know, in a little bit, but the buddy heater's right there, right beside the stove. And I got the fan pointed right at Liam's bed, so he should stay warm. You know, I'm just going to sort of suck it up a little bit, even though I can feel that fan over here a little bit on me too. So maybe I will get some of that residual hot air blown towards me as well. But anyways, I'm just going to put these waters in these bottles, and I'm going to bed. So this is my good night, and I will see you guys in the morning. It's 6 a.m. just shortly after, about 5 after 6. It's still pitch black out, but Liam and I are getting up now because we got to get moving. So I'm not starting the stove. We've decided just to boil some water on the buddy heater and have some oatmeal, and I'm gonna have a coffee, and then after we have breakfast, pack up and leave. So I'm just gonna put my boots on, go outside for 1 second, and then we're gonna get this party started pretty early here this morning. But we have to get rolling, so all good things must come to an end. All right, so I boiled up some water. I'm having some coffee. I got my breakfast here. Liam's still sleeping, but he's going to be getting up in a few minutes because I started packing up a little bit while the water was boiling, and it's snowing pretty heavy outside now. And we were hoping to avoid the snow if we can, but we're not going to. But slow us down a little bit, but no big deal. But we got to get going early this morning, so I'm just going to finish up this coffee and breakfast, and then it's still dark out though. It's hard to pack up in the dark, but that's what we're going to have to do. So that's our plan. All right, so we are tearing down. It's shortly after 7, like probably around 7:30 actually. We're tearing down and it's snowing quite heavily. Not easy to tear down in the snow, but we are managing. So the work continues. We pre-packed a lot of stuff, so it shouldn't be too bad to tear down, anticipating the weather and also the fact that we are a little bit choked for time, so we'll just keep rolling. All right, well, we're all packed up. This is where the hot tent was, as you can tell. I'm exhausted already because I've already done a trek out back to the truck with one of the sleds, and now we have 2 sleds each that we're hauling out of here. So we're all packed up and ready to go. Another camp has come to an end. This one was a tough one. The cold, the snow, it was not easy, but we still enjoyed ourselves and had a good time. The hiking in and the hiking out was the most difficult part for me. Having to sled all our gear in somewhat backcountry and then having to sled it all out, not easy. But as you can see, it was worth it just based on this beautiful view here and this amazing campsite. We had a great time. I want to thank all my new subscribers. I'm only 9 away from 500. Please help me get to 500. So I want to thank everybody who tuned in on my live stream last night as well. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed engaging with my viewers and updating you guys as to what's going on. All right, so thanks a lot for watching, and as always, keep camping. See ya.